Hi everyone, welcome to the Great Outdoors Show. I'm your host, Bob Ide. This week we're up at the Moon Lake Recreation Area, which is now part of the Pinchot State Forest. We'll give you a tour of this area, show you some of the activities you might want to bring the family out to a little bit later on in this week's show. We want to thank our sponsors, of course, North American Warhorse, The Lost Trails, the Cabin Armory and Training Center, Sickler's Bike and Sports Shop, Weaver's Archery, and Pocono Manor Resort and Spa. Time now to get this show started. Having a good time. Great sunny day. Well, we made it to the top of the world at Lost Trails, and Chris Novak joins us right now. We're taking a little break. And Chris, first of all, talk about Lost Trails. Where are you located and what's it all about?
All right, Lost Trails is a 2,000-acre ATV park. It's located in Dunmore, Pennsylvania. We have all kinds of terrain here, and it varies from beginner stuff that's easy for everybody to ride to the more extreme stuff, which got us here today, to the top of the world.
Now you have points along the way that are very interesting, right?
Yes, we have three main destinations on the property. Those would include this, top of the world, with the view. Then we have an underground tunnel that's 800 foot long, left over from the Gravity Railroad that you can drive straight on through. And then we have a lake on the property where you're able to drive right up to the dikes.
Let's talk about where we are right now at the top of the world. Just talk about the view people can see and what they're looking at.
Route 435 is viewable from up top here, and you can see almost all the way to Waymart, and then Route 80 is over to our right.
Trails are well marked, right?
Yes.
Along the way, and that's very important.
Yes, as we go, there's difficulty graded arrows that'll plot your way as you go down the trail. Those range in color form, and they go from green to blue to red, and then double black diamond, just like a ski resort for the most extreme stuff that we have.
You cater to all kind of clientele. You bring your ATV, you bring your motorcycle, but we have a family out here today, so it's very family friendly.
That's right. All the trails have multiple ways to get to the destination, so there is usually an easier way where your whole family can make it, and then we have the more extreme rides for you and your riding buddies. Also, if you don't have your own machine, what you can do is schedule a rental with us, and what we can do is take you out with your group in either a side-by-side or an ATV, and we can get you out to one of the three destinations.
So now we're at the tunnel, Chris. What's cool about this?
Okay, the tunnel was created back in the 1800s when there was still coal available on the mountains, and what it was a part of the Gravity Railroad, and the Gravity Railroad was kind of like a going green movement for its time, and what they wanted to do was prove that you could run a coal operation without steam power. So what they did was they would calibrate how much the carts should weigh, then they would hook them all together, and then due to the pitch and elevation as you travel across our mountain ridge here, they would just coast all the way down to the depot, get unloaded, and then they had a series of donkeys that worked on what were known as planes at the time, right. And what they did was through cables and ropes, they pulled the carts all the way back up, and the whole operation ran with minimal pollution.
So we know it's really easy to find inside North American Warhorse in Dunmore. Once you go in and sign up, what's the process after that?
That's right. It's super simple to sign in. All you need to do is fill out your liability waiver. It's one piece of paper. We keep you on file forever after that, so you only have to do it the one time. And you don't need any registration or insurance. It's recommended, but it's not mandatory.
So at Lost Trails, you have special rides and special events. Do you have some coming up, and what's the future look like?
That's right. Actually, just this past weekend, we had one of our first night rides of the year, which we have almost 8 of those scheduled throughout the season. And what those are 3-hour runs, which we go out as a big convoy group, almost up to 200 of us.
So beside the night ride, there are other multiple events throughout the year.
Yeah, we have several of them. Coming up in June, we do a Father's Day celebration. In September is our biggest event of the year. It's what we call Bras for a Cause, and it's our breast cancer awareness. And in October, we have our Customer Appreciation Day, where we buy everybody lunch, and everybody gets a discounted ride for the day.
So if people want to go off for a ride for a great day, either families or with my buddies, or even get involved with those special events, how do they find Lost Trails?
We're available on the internet at ridelosttrails.com, and you can find us on Facebook under the same name, and then we're also available on Instagram.
Next on the Great Outdoors, we'll check out some lady bows at Weaver's. Plus, we'll tell you about the rides at Sickler's.